Finasteride is a medication for androgenic alopecia or male pattern baldness. And here's a picture of me before finasteride, and here's a picture of me after finasteride. As you can see, I was able to recover my hair and stop the hair loss progression by taking finasteride. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about if one is concerned about taking finasteride, what options are out there and what could be a possible way to address it. And for you guys who are new to the channel, my name is Alex, and I'm previously hair loss sufferer who was able to regrow back my own hair, and I'm also certified trichologist. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about what possible approach one can do if one is concerned about side effects from finasteride. And when it comes to finasteride, like I did start to take it back in 2008. Like I started to take finasteride in October 2008, and I had great results from it. And I have basically made a couple videos about it, and I will insert one of the videos here so you can take a look at it. But finasteride basically was something that helped me to stop the hair loss progression, and it also helped me to thicken up my existing hair. And that was basically something that I had a very good effect in terms of my hair recovery. And when it comes to finasteride, like not everyone feels comfortable about taking it, and there is a couple of ways to deal with it. And one way is to microdose finasteride, and I do it personally myself as well. I microdose finasteride, like I take 1 mg pill, but I cut it in half, and I take 0.5 mg every single day, and I have been doing it for last 16 years. And basically this is one way to do it, and the reason I started with microdosing finasteride was more about economical reasons, but also I was kind of concerned about if I have to take medication such as finasteride for a long time. I was thinking, okay, it maybe is better to take a smaller amounts of it. So I started to microdose it right away when I first started with finasteride. And for me, it was more than enough in terms of stopping my hair loss progression and also thickening up the hair by taking 0.5 mg on every single day. And I have also been helping and guiding other guys, for example, in my program, who have taken even smaller amounts of finasteride at 0.25, and they had still good effect from it. So microdosing can work. It can work to address this hair loss problem, and it can help you if you are having androgenic alopecia, and also help you to thicken up the hair. So that's one way to do it. Other way is to use a topical finasteride applied on the scalp directly. Alright, and that's basically something that has less effect on serum DHT or serum or internal serum levels of DHT, and that can also possibly help to reduce side effects and the chance of the side effects to occur because one applies it topically. And in that case, for example, there's a couple ways one can do it. One can, for example, apply topical finasteride just on the thinning areas to avoid any possible issue, or one can, for example, dilute it, for example, as well. Like that's also a possibility to, for example, add it to minoxidil formulation or dilute it with additional carrier or solvent. That can also be an option to do it. So, and other option is to use, for example, supplements such as salpmetto, nettles, like a pigium, for example, pumpkin seed oil. Like there are different supplements that can also help to reduce DHT levels. But when it comes to supplements, like the way to take them is basically if one is having, for example, early stages of the hair loss. If one is having advanced hair loss like I had, then it's likely too late to take supplements, right? Because they have limitations, and the blocking effect of taking supplements is much less compared to, for example, medications such as finasteride. But in early stages of the hair loss, it is possible to take supplements and have effect from them. And it is also possible to apply topical natural DHT blockers, because you can apply, for example, salpmetto topically on the scalp. You can also apply pumpkin seed oil on the scalp topically, and it also can have effect in terms of blocking DHT. And when it comes to, for example, shampoos that has ingredients that can help to block DHT, because there are multiple shampoos with salpmetto, there is shampoos with pumpkin seed oil, for example. But the problem with those is that they don't stay on the scalp long enough to first of all absorb into the scalp, but also to have actually effect from it, right? So I find it kind of wasted way to address DHT angle if you are using shampoos that has ingredients in them that can block DHT, because I see it more as a kind of marketing way to market the shampoos that it has a DHT blockers in it, and I don't think it is, or I don't see it as a valid option to address DHT angle. And I know some of you, for example, are using ketoconazole shampoo to address DHT, but that also is an option that I don't prefer, because ketoconazole is antifungal medication and it's not meant to be used long term, right? And basically what can happen is that it can affect your fungal balance on the scalp, and that can again cause scalp problems on the scalp itself, right? So you basically have to be very careful with antifungal agents such as ketoconazole, right? Because it has a function, but that function is for fungal problems, not for using it long term as anti-allergen, right? So that's something you need to be aware of, right? And I did use in the past Regenport, for example, and also Revita in the past as well for many years, but I stopped using them in 2020, right? So last 4.5 years, I haven't used any ketoconazole shampoo on my scalp, and I still have been able to keep my hair. So the way you can do it is basically by addressing the underlying problems, why you are having, for example, inflammatory issues or fungal problems on the scalp in the first place. Then you can use, for example, ketoconazole shampoo for a short time to address those issues, but afterwards, by addressing the underlying problems, why the things are happening, you don't need to use it anymore. And other way to address this DHT angle is by reducing DHT sensitivity itself, right? And if you have, for example, hold my Rapid Reader formal workbook, you have likely seen that I have added different steps that can one implement to address DHT sensitivity itself and reduce it. For example, it could be change in diet, it could be stress management, it could be improving lifestyle, for example, and it could also be improving in overall health, for example, and also working on removing toxins, for example, from environments such as foods, water, for example. Like there is multiple ways one can implement to reduce DHT sensitivity itself. And this is one of the reasons why I have been able to keep Finasteride so effective for so many years by just microdosing it, because I'm working on my DHT sensitivity and I'm also working in my hair growth cycle, right? So basically what you want to do in terms of hair growth cycle is that you want to have things that helps you to have a high circulation, high oxygen flow to the follicles, because those things are important to have a strong hair growth cycle. And if you are working your DHT sensitivity on your hair growth cycle, then you can keep your hair for a very long time. And this is basically the reason why I have been able to recover my hair so nicely, and also why I have been able to keep Finasteride or medication Finasteride so effective for me for so long time. And for you guys who are struggling with the hair loss and you are not able to see results from treatment, or treatment is not working, or you have those fluctuations where you have some results and then it falls out again, you can schedule a call below this video. Let's speak, let's find out what is holding you back, why you're not seeing results, why is the treatment not working, and solve that problem once and for all. Well, thanks for watching this video, guys, and see you next one. Cheers.